Big time win at MSG. Beat the Heat 92-101. The New York Knicks put in a statement win on the road to the playoffs. Salute, salute, salute. The 44th victory on the season. Unfortunately, Julius Randle got injured. Prayers up to Big Juju. And Jalen Brunson sat late after playing 30 minutes. But it was Immanuel Quickley that absolutely stepped up big. Defense won it tonight. Grittiness, toughness. Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Mitch Hartenstein. Everyone stepped up late and overcame the heat. Ready to talk about it, chat how we feeling after this. Feels good to win the season series over the Miami Heat. Pat Riley, Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler, Pat Riley again. I'll say it again. This one feels sweeter. You know, there's those certain wins that just feel sweeter. And this was one of them. But Immanuel Quickley, man, I'm running out of words. You know, he's taken his game to just another level up in this thing. And his defense, his toughness, his two-way play has just been absolutely incredible. Looked like some other results around the league were going to go the Knicks' way tonight, but that wasn't the case. Philadelphia did end up coming from behind to beat the Dallas Mavericks. So unfortunately that didn't happen. They won 106-108 as well. But yeah, with that said, you know, tonight was all good for the New York Knicks. They handled their business. And right now, it looks like the 5th spot is there for the taking now as the Knicks extend their lead over the Miami Heat, which is just going to be this win. We knew how important it was, you know, but to come out now and take that win, the New York Knicks will go 3.5 games basically over the Heat now. And that's going to, you know, create a situation where it's going to be difficult for the Heat now to get that 5th spot. It's basically 6th for the Heat or nothing. And the New York Knicks now have a 2.5 game over the Nets. And yeah, and like I said, a 3.5 over. Actually, no, we do have the 4 game. It is a 4 game advantage over the Heat. Correct me. 4 games. So yeah, that's beautiful for us. Now heading into the playoffs, we'll talk about the big game, the box score. We'll give out grades. We'll look at some shot charts from tonight's action. But yeah, unfortunately, like I said earlier, Julius Randle went down, and he had the ankle roll. He came down on Bam Adebayo's foot, and it does look like one of those, you know, tough ankle rolls, which could keep him out, you know, a game, maybe a few games. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, you know. It didn't look like a high ankle sprain, but one of those normal lower ankle rolls. But he was in pain, and he was trying to, you know, to continue like in typical Iron Man fashion. Julius Randle was trying, but it just didn't make sense, you know. So he went back to the room, and he was sitting out for the whole second half. But the New York Knicks really buckled down tonight, and it was just a big performance late to stave off any kind of run. You know, we know the Heat played last night, but that definitely wasn't the reason. You know, they had the energy. Jimmy Butler was all over the place. I think the officiating for once went, you know, pretty solid. I'm not going to say the Knicks got the rub of the green, but it was, you know, the calls were there. Outside of that one that got overturned, the double dribble from Jimmy. But yeah, the Knicks turned the ball over a lot early. Follies in the first quarter, We were stale getting out of the gate. Couldn't put the ball in the cup. Couldn't put the ball in the backside of the ocean. So it took a lot of fortitude to get it going. And Emmanuel Quickley first stepped in early in the midway through the first quarter, and Emmanuel, the game just changed immediately. Emmanuel was Emmanuel. He was getting us into the flow of our offense. He was getting guys looks, but he was really filling up the score sheet. With that said, the Knicks finished with the 15 turnovers to 11, and like we knew, the Miami Heat defense was going to come out clamping, and it was really, really tight early. Was the Miami Heat defense. Big task salute, Geraldine salute, Prometheus, as the chat comes in, as we celebrate this big win. We got to hope Julius Randle heals up quickly, and that does look like a situation where he might at least now miss one game. So the all 82 juju may not be something that happens, but that's all right. As long as it's not a long layoff, and we do get him back fit, healthy for the playoffs, that is going to be big for this club. Prometheus, the streets are buzzing right now, smashing that like button. Very satisfying win. Let's hope Juju and Brunson is all good. Of course, Brunson finished with 30 minutes, but he sat late. Maybe that was a situation where it's easing Brunson back in. He also didn't have the best start to the game. Wasn't in the best flow, but Brunson, found his groove as the game went along. Brunson finished with 5 of 11, 1 of 3 from deep, 12 points, +9 in 30 minutes. So, doesn't look like there's anything wrong with Brunson from my vantage point. But the Knicks are looking good for that 5th spot, which is something we really, really need to get, and get that matchup with the Cleveland Cavaliers, because that's going to be big. But to get the big time win over the rivals, the Heat, it feels the most satisfying. And a team that, got the win last time we faced each other in Miami. That was a tough game. I'm not going to lie, that was a really, really tough loss for me to take. The refereeing was on some that night, and tonight corrected the score, basically 92 to 101. Like Big Tar says, the Knicks are back and the streets are buzzing. Points in the paint, like the New York Knicks normally do when they win big. They win the points in the paint 44 to 28, right? Mitchell Robinson finished with 1 of 3, but he had 3 offensive rebounds, so stand up. Josh Hart had 2, and Hartenstein had 1 offensive rebound, and Julius Randle gave us 2 offensive rebounds, and Barrett 1. So second chance points, big points in the paint. We'll look at the shot charts. But Mitch finished with a block. Barrett got himself a block, and Hartenstein got 1 block. Hartenstein and Hart and Quickley all on the steals. Quickley with 3, Hart with 2, and Hartenstein with 2 also. So the defense really off the bench got it done for us tonight, with Hartenstein, Hart and Quickley with 7 steals between the 3 of them. So stand up. That was beautiful to see. Now I'm going to pull up a shot chart from IQ before we look at the grades. There we have it, another amazing performance from Emmanuel Quickley, right? The ready-made starter coming in, the true 6-man of the year. And Quickley was efficient once again, 8 of 14, 2 of 5 from deep. And he got to the line again 11 times, and he hit 6. So that's very uncharacteristic from Quickley at the line, 6 of 11. And the whole squad was missing a lot of free throws tonight. Barrett missed, he hit 2 of 4, he missed 2. Grimes hit 2 of 3, missed 1. And Randle, 1 of 2, missed 1. So yeah, the free throws were off tonight, especially from Emmanuel, 6 of 11. But he finished with 3 steals, 4 assists, plus 14, and a big 24 points, a team high once again in just 32 minutes. So yeah, the ready-made starter, stand up, IQ man. I really hope that he wins that defensive. Yeah, he might be in the defensive team, but really, the sixth man of the year is that award for Emmanuel. The statement of tonight's victory was the defense, the toughness. Like we know, it was low scoring early on, but yeah, you know you're up for a battle against the Miami Heat, and the New York Knicks were up for it. And a shout out to Immanuel Quickley. Now, this shot chart from Emmanuel, he only hit a couple of deep balls, but where he's improved so much is the midi area. Like you see, he's either getting to the cup, but he's also able to pull up on a dime and hit that mid-range shot that he hit over it was Tyler Hero, it was Jimmy Butler. He was hitting all over everybody. So his game's evolved just so much, but from a defensive standpoint, is the real eye-opening improvements from Emmanuel. Like, he was basically rendered a spark plug off the bench, just a guy who can get hot once in a while. But now he's really improved his dribble penetration, his ability to pass, 4 assists again tonight, get the ball moving. One of that beautiful skip passes to find Quentin Grimes for the deep 3 was big. And that's what you want to see with that situation, with Emmanuel spraying the ball all over the court. It was beautiful. Yeah, and there you see a couple around the foul line extended, and a couple of shots, floaters in the paint, and a couple right at the rim. So yeah, Emmanuel Quickley was the game ball tonight, stepping in when Jalen Brunson only played 30, and Emmanuel stepped up big. He was electric, nothing short of that, and he was given the Miami Heat fits. Basically, this game changed when Emmanuel Quickley came on, because it was really slow. We were stuck in the half court, not getting great looks, and he changed it. He changed it all. So shout out again, Emmanuel Quickley, for his stat line off the bench in 32 minutes, 8 of 14, 2 of 5 from deep, 6 of 11 from the line. Right, he gets an A for me. He would get an A plus if he didn't miss 5 free throws, but nothing short of what he did was amazing, and helping the Knicks get their 44th win on the season. He's in hot form. I mean, it's crazy to think now, heading into the playoffs, Emmanuel Quickley's that guy off the bench that's going to strike fear into teams now. Like, I literally saw the Miami Heat just shaking their heads, and they didn't know what to do. It was the Emmanuel Quickley show at MSG. Also off the bench was Jay Hart in his 29 minutes, 6 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1, plus 12 and 13 points. So let's take a look at Hart's chart. A crazy situation for Josh Hart. There you see, it's either a fast break transition at the bucket or a corner 3, and that one miss just outside of the paint. But that's funny when you look at that shot chart from Josh Hart. Salute G Money, salute. How we feeling after this? Huge win, absolute huge in capital letters, fam. And yeah, like Big Tar says, we hope Randle heals up. I don't think it's going to be too serious, but unfortunately he might not be able to play all 82 right now. But the New York Knicks bench really stepped up from Hartenstein, Quickley, and Josh Hart. Now look at Hart's chart. He's hitting the 3 ball at a really decent stroke since coming across to be a New York Knick. And when he's open, you can't leave a guy like that open. and he's shooting it with a solid number. But what he's doing is he's pushing the pace. That fast break jam had the crowd going insane, and that's the energy kind of play that Hart's going to bring this squad, heading into the playoffs, inside the playoffs as well. He's a ready-made guy and a built for the playoffs as well, which is huge. So yeah, keep the chat buzzing right now after we've pulled off our 44th victory, and it's going to be a situation now where the New York Knicks will be looking heavily at the Cleveland Cavs and that matchup closely right now. And we do have the release of J Boogie, All Eyes on Us, the Willis Reed tribute. So I'm going to fire that up as well as we continue to chop up this big win. Salute J Boogie for sending this one through, and we'll get this popping on screen as well. But yeah, Hart and also Quickley were guys that are going to continue to carry the load for this squad. It's a situation where the team can't, like I said last night, they can't rely on Randle, they can't rely on Brunson all the time. And just to know that we've got these guys that can step up is going to be huge for us. And obviously in the playoffs, I don't think the Cleveland Cavs have the depth that the New York Knicks have been showing, and that's what I've been meaning to say, for the last minute. With the bench unit, going up against Cleveland, that's going to be the Knicks' advantage, and I really think that when push comes to shove, in a 7-game series, right? Starters v starters usually cancel each other out. But when the bench comes in, that's what's really going to get it done for us, right? Josh Hart, again, shout out. Unbelievable performance from him tonight in 29 minutes. He's plus 12, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 2 offensive, 3 assists, 2 steals. He turned the ball over 3 times, but a lot of people did. Brunson had 3 turnovers, but 6 of 7 from the field, 100% from deep, 1 of 1 in his 29 minutes. It was just absolutely huge. And yeah, Jimmy Butler was tired, right? He could do nothing, but try to carry his team. Daniel, salute. How we feeling to this, the Knicks' 44th victory? Now I'll bring up the Q dot shot chart, ladies and gentlemen. The evolution of Quentin Grimes, right on screen right now. Either a deep 3 ball or right at the rim, right? Nothing in between for Quentin Grimes. In his 36 minutes, he was also efficient. 8 of 14, 5 of 10 from deep, 50%, 5 of 10 on fire, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 4 fouls, plus 3, 23 points from Quentin Grimes, right? Another second great performance in a row, which is really, really, really pleasing from Quentin Grimes, right? To be hitting form. It's one thing for us to be, just limping into the playoffs, but another thing for us to actually be coming into the playoffs with players now hitting their straps, hitting their form and all of that good stuff, which is going to be key. So yeah, we have that matchup to look forward to now. It's looking more likely now the New York Knicks have the matchup coming up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Could it be a great opportunity for us to rest Brunson? I really feel like it could be. I really think that could be that good opportunity to rest Brunson for that game. And also, it's an opportunity where Cleveland, they don't get to see the same look as they're going to see in the playoffs. Salute Will. How we feeling? Very impressed with Grimes' aggressiveness. Gives us a new dimension. Plus, you can tell it's given him confidence in his jumper as well. Yep. Yeah, it was sweet tonight, Will. It was money. And 50% from deep, 5 of 10. And you see on the chart there. And then you see all the other shots at the bucket, which is beautiful. You know, you really, really want to see that heading into the playoffs. And and we all know what he can do. It's just a matter of him just doing it more consistently, and we're going to be scary, man. We're going to be scary and dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Our young players rising up, doing big things as well. Speaking of other big things, Jay Boogie's All Eyes on Us. Yep, let's give this thing a listen.
I think we see Willis coming out.
There he comes right now. 6 feet 10 from Grambling. The captain of the next most valuable player in the NBA.
Tried and true, we the Knicks. New York, New York. Orange and blue, tried and true, we the Knicks. New York, but still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us. Coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gonna see all eyes on us. New York, New York. New York, New York, New York. New York, New York, New York. All eyes on us, all eyes on us. Coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gon' see all eyes on us. We still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us.
What Leon Rose did, no spite of the future set for the young kids. Let off, this a straight aim. I wish the worst and the best way for Danny Ainge. You wanna rob us for our draft picks? Strip us down, take the logo off New York Knicks. I guess by now you don't feel the shine. Them ain't trades we pulling up, them quitting grind. Let me give you a little history. Us New Yorkers react Immanuel Quickley. Why you think we got the media watching? Fast break through the legs, here come that Obi topping. Straight fashion, we got the best clothes. When you in shape, you take your shirt off like Derrick Rose. All you used to be Knick fans, go ahead and switch. This that block nest muscle floor, money Mitch. Like please Tom, no time to play. I walk the garden with a peak coat like I'm Fournier. A Nick jersey, some Levi's, some butter Timbs. This ain't a loop, this a alley-oop, the Jericho Sims. Keep it real, however, we got a different style. I call Juice for the pressure, he give me 8 now. They try to break us at deadline, tear the squad apart. Them 9 games after Cam gave us the Josh Hart. You read the Bible and know the Quran. Just live your dreams every day, make a team like Quan. Catch the youth before they hit their prime. Work hard, get rewarded, come on Hartenstein. I'm talking to all the East guards. I brought Jalen from the West, now he's an East guard. The same number 11, you know the rod strict. Now you playing against a squad with a baby pit. Look at Julius right now, he know it's game time. The off-season lose weight pivot baseline. The big bucket being made when it's crunch time. That jab step left hand in your face time. I know Drake represent, you see the 6 hard. But turn it upside right, you see that side guard. This time around for the season, I'm making prop bets. I need 26 mil off that Tyler check. The truth is you gotta be a little tougher. Every time we play Miami, I gotta deal with Jimmy Butler. MIP all-star player, I gotta have it. Pretty boy, young Key Sweat, Broadway Barry. I know we got a lot of haters. I know we got a lot of doubters. But one thing for sure, us is that orange and blue, we gon' always stick together. It's us against the world.
On us, coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gon' see all eyes on us. We're still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us.
Whoo, man, that was fire. That was fire from Jay Boog. All eyes on us. Man, the Willis Reed tribute. Man, that's blazing right there. Great time to drop that Jay Boog. You know, obviously after this big win, but the New York Knicks now heading into the playoff buzz right now. Bench stepping up, defense stepping up. 44 wins now, 5 to play, and certainly a situation where the New York Knicks can get that fifth spot locked up real quick. It's getting close, and it's a situation where, you know, we do have the Cavs coming up. We got the Wizards, the Pelicans, and a couple of games against the Pacers coming up. So, yeah, I'll pull this thing up on screen. Yep, we do have the Cavs next on the weekend. Well, that one's on Friday night. Then we have the Wiz. That's another dub. I can see the Pacers should be tanking a dub. Pelicans away. It's going to be maybe 50-50. And then the Pacers for another dub to finish this season out. So 3 to 4 more dubs, I think I could definitely see happening. And it's going to be a situation where it's going to be 47 or 48 now. Chat, what's your feeling towards the games remaining? Do you think 47? Do you think 48? I think if we can definitely beat the Pelicans game, it's going to be 48, maybe even 49. If we do beat the Cavs as well. No, oh sorry, with what are we? Yeah, 44, 5 more. That's 49. So 49 is the most that we can get. Salute Will, appreciates the track from J Boog. All eyes on us right now on the New York Knicks heading into the playoffs. But yeah, the shot chart from Quentin Grimes, big time performance from Hart, Grimes, and Quickley. I want to read out, talk about RJ's performance tonight, because he started slow, but then he also started hitting some buckets late. He was 4 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from deep, 2 of 4 from the line. So yeah, again, he missed a couple of free throws, which weren't costly, but 50% from the lines. He's got to be better than that. 5 rebounds, 1 offensive at a block, which was great, and 12 points, -1 from RJ Barrett. So, you know, really efficient performance the other night, but RJ Barrett tonight wasn't efficient. He was bricking early in the game, but he stayed with it. You know, he stayed with it. His defense was solid, and he got it going later. He started attacking Tyler Hero with the crossovers, and was able to get it, you know, into a rhythm. That little back to the basket turnaround, spin around, pivot, and push shot was working for him. That was a nice go-ahead bucket as well when we needed it. So we needed help from everyone, you know, to pull this one out and get this big win, which was a situation where, you know, we had to win. We had to win tonight and get this case going for the 5th spot and create that separation now. There's a 4-game separation between us and the Heat for the 5th and the 7th spot now, so that's great. And it's really just the Brooklyn Nets. So the Brooklyn Nets were also playing earlier. We'll check in on the score with that situation. They were losing to the Rockets, but then they've managed to pull that one out, 123 to 114. So the Brooklyn Nets do pick that one out. Like we mentioned earlier in the show, the Mavericks went down. Unfortunately, they were ahead throughout the game, but went down to the Sixers, 116 to 108 as well. The Lakers have beaten the Bulls as well. So as we refresh the tankathon situation, right now the Knicks pick is still in 11th. Chicago, Utah in 9 and 10 with 36 and 40 losses. Dallas have 37 wins and 40 losses, so they have that extra win. So the New York Knicks are clinging on to that pick so far. Oklahoma are in the 12th spot, 38 and 39. So they are a clear game ahead of the Dallas Mavericks. With that, I could see the Dallas Mavericks winning 2 to 3 more games. It's just going to be a case of can Chicago and Utah and Oklahoma start losing more is going to be big. But we know the pick does, come along next year, top 10 protected, if it doesn't convey this year. So that's going to be a situation where the Knicks won't lose the pick at all. They'll just not get it this year. But I do hope the New York Knicks get that pick this year, because it's going to give us options in not only in the draft, but coming up to free agency, trying to make moves and make trades. And it's going to give us more weapons, to make upgrades, with this team. But in terms of what happened with Randle, Randle played 15 minutes, and obviously it happened early in the game, and he came down on that ankle roll to Bam Adebayo, rolled his ankle, and he was rolling on the ground in pain, holding his leg. He had to be helped off, unfortunately. So prayers up for Julius, and I do think that he is going to probably miss a game, at least. I'm not a doctor, but there's only a one-day turnaround, and I don't think we need to be risking that. So yeah, it is a situation where Julius has got to rest up, get right, and get ready for the playoffs, baby. With the New York Knicks in that driver's seat, if Randle's healthy for the playoffs, the way IQ, Grimes, and Hart are playing, it's going to be scary for any team, facing us. But yeah, 24-point performance from Quickley, 23-point performance from Quentin Grimes, 4 assists each, 3 steals from Quickley, 8 rebounds from Grimes tonight. Right, they both get an A. I'll give Josh Hart a B+ for his performance. Mitchell Robinson had a really timely block. He was 1 of 3 in his 19 minutes. -3, 2 points. But I thought Mitch's energy, he definitely gave us what he had tonight. Hartenstein had 29 minutes, was a +12, 9 rebounds, 6 points. So I'll give a Hartenstein a B+. I'll give Mitch a B+ for their performance. I'll give Barrett a C+, and I'll give Randle an incomplete. And I've given Quickley an A, Josh Hart a B+, like I said. Now Obi Toppin, in his 17 minutes, he hit 2 of 4 from deep. So Obi's got that 3 ball coming along nicely heading into the playoffs. 6 points, +2, and 2 of 4 from the field was Obi. So really, really solid performance from Obi tonight. So yeah, we got that situation on lock. Yep, Jay Boog, appreciate you sending me that thing. We played the All Eyes on Us. We played it in full, and I appreciate you sending it through as well. We'll play it again later in the show, but yeah, we played it through. We got it popping. It's an amazing track. Parrish with a super chat in the house. Let's go. Parrish got the streets buzzing. Parrish's shout out to you, CT. Great job all year. Let's go, Knicks. Statement win. Awesome defensive stalwarts on the perimeter from this team. Yep, absolutely big. Like you said, Parrish, really, really appreciate your contribution and your knowledge, your passion coming through 100%. Yeah, the defense, you just look at the bench. They're the ones picking this thing up. I mean, Quickley +14, Hart +12, Hartenstein +12, and Toppin +2 as well. So that's a situation where the bench is really, really, really the difference for this team. And Quentin Grimes in the starting unit, like Parrish is talking about as well. I gave Grimes an A for his performance tonight. He was +3, 23 points, which was really, really big, and his 8 rebounds and his 4 assists. But the 5 of 10 from deep is that point of difference that Quentin Grimes gives this squad. Almighty salute. Yeah. It was easy to hold Bam, Jimmy and Hero, yep, to a combine. Yep. Josh Hart A+, yep, Clamp Jimmy. Yep. Facts. Yep. Yep, appreciate you. Yep. Boogie sent us through the vid, and we got it on screen. Yep, we can play it again. So everyone that's just come through.
I think we see Willis coming out.
There he comes right now. 6 feet 10 from Grambling. The captain of the next valuable player, the NBA.
Tried and true, we the Knicks. New York, New York. Orange and blue, tried and true, we the Knicks. New York, we still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us. Coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gon' see all eyes on us. New York, New York. New York, New York, New York. New York, New York, New York. All eyes on us, all eyes on us. Coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gon' see all eyes on us. We still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us.
What Leon Rose did, no spite of the future set for the young kids. Let off, this a straight aim. I wish the worst and the best way for Danny Ainge. You wanna rob us for our draft picks? Strip us down, take the logo off New York Knicks. I guess by now you don't feel the shine. Them ain't trades we pulling up, them quit and grind. Let me give you a little history. Us New Yorkers react Immanuel Quickley. Why you think we got the media watching? Fast break through the legs, here come that Obi topping. Straight fashion, we got the best clothes. When you in shape, you take your shirt off like Barry Rose. All you used to be Knick fans, go ahead and switch. This that block nest monster floor, Money Mitch. Like please Tom, no time to play. I walk in the garden with a peak coat like I'm Fournier. A Nick jersey, some Levi's, some butter Timbs. This ain't a loop, this a alley-oop, the Jericho Sims. Keep it real, however, we got a different style. I called Juice for the pressure, he gave me 8 miles. They try to break us at deadline, tear the squad apart. Them 9 games after Cam gave us the Josh Hart. You read the Bible and know the Quran. Just live your dreams every day, make the team like Quan. Catch the youth before they hit their prime. Work hard, get rewarded. Come on, Hartenstein. I'm talking to all the East guards. I bought Jalen from the West, now he's an East guard. The same number 11, you know the Rod Strick. Now you playing against a squad with a baby pick. Look at Julius right now, he know it's game time. That off-season lose weight pivot baseline. That big bucket being made when it's crunch time. That jab step left hand in your face time. I know Drake represent, you see the 6 hard. But turn it upside right, you see that side guard. Next time around for the season, I'm making prop bets. I need 26 mil off that Tyler check. The truth is you gotta be a little tougher. Every time we play Miami, I gotta deal with Jimmy Butler. MIP all-star player, I gotta have it. Pretty boy, young Key Sweat, Broadway Barry. I know we got a lot of haters. I know we got a lot of doubters. But one thing for sure, us is that orange and blue, we gon' always stick together. It's us against the world.
On us, coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gon' see all eyes on us. We still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us.
Haha, that was big. Props to you, Jay Boogie, and the whole team, everyone behind that masterpiece, that classic, and let's keep it buzzing. Amazing work, man. Shout out, shout out. That's going to be on replay, non-stop. Salute David, yeah, clamps on rivals. Yeah, I've seen the 2 more wins, Almighty, and we clinch. That's a nice stat. But with 5 to play, I'm looking to win 4 more. I'm looking to win all 5, win out with this situation. I mean, even without Brunson, if Brunson doesn't play in the next game, if Julius doesn't play, the way Quickley's stepping up, Grimes, the defensive side of things is really, really going to be our calling card. Yep. It's going to be amazing. Giving out these grades, I think the consistency is what I'm noticing improve late, ever since we pulled off those 3 wins, those 3 losses, and now 2 wins in a row. The fashion that it's happened, it's the shots are falling, the chemistry is moving now with the defensive switches, keeping guys in front of us, the help defense, getting blocks, all of those things. Defensively, we're getting back to that identity that we need to play with. Even Brunson was a +9 in 30 minutes. So, yeah, let that sink in. David, yeah, Randle listed day to day, no Obi Fridays, can continue. With that situation, yeah, I do think Randle's going to miss maybe 1 more. But yeah, he's a guy that's probably going to heal quickly. No pun intended. But yeah, salute. I'll pull up the shot charts again from Quick, Grimes, and Hart tonight, so you can all have a look. And Emmanuel Quickley's shot making display is looking like a work of art. Just a couple of deep. He was 2 or 4 from deep, and a couple of mid-range shots, and then resting under the bucket in the paint. He's really improved with his dribble penetration and getting separation. So that's been the big improvement, from Quick in his game this season. It's been a huge step up. Queen's Place, salute. Yeah, Quickly step up's just been a welcome sight now from a player that we drafted, and he's really, really making that name for himself. Shot making, he's improved with some of his weaknesses. His handle. We saw Clyde talk about it tonight in terms of keeping that dribble alive. Is critical to breaking down the defense. And smelling when that opening is coming, but also his mid-range is getting him better. He was just a one-trick pony. He was basically that pull-up from deep, 3-point shooter in his first 2 years. Now he's become a guy that's living in the paint, getting easy separation. His finishing's been really strong, even taking contact. I've noticed, getting into the lane, drawing those fouls, and getting the and one. I think he's had something like 4 and ones, 5 and ones in the last 2 games. So let that sink in. Yep. Consistent at the right moment. JB getting back into rhythm. I seen. Yep. Yeah, it's good heading into the playoffs now with 5 games remaining, and being able to, to get into that spot now. Hopefully we hold on to that 5th spot, and these guys are clicking at the right time, like you said. Now, really, really appreciated Josh Hart's performance tonight. Nothing but gritty, like he always does. In his 29 minutes, he was 6 of 7. There you see the chart with his 13 points. He was all over the place, but I liked his 3 steals and the 3 assists as well from Josh Hart. But just the 1 deep ball, 100% from field, from deep, and all those other shots were right under the bucket. Nothing else in the paint, nothing else in the one in the mid-range that was a miss, just outside of the paint. But Josh Hart, he has that confidence, to take it strong and draw a foul or finish strong as well. So that's a welcome addition, the way he pushes the pace. Yeah, he's an absolute dog. Yeah, built for the playoffs. You watch him go to another level, in the playoffs as well. He's built for it. Parrish's Quickley would have been our starter this year, so why are we shocked? Quickley has also learnt a lot from Brunson, like Randle has. Grimes is on the rise next. Yep. Definitely. And then RJ, hopefully, too. But yeah, the development's been insane. And let that be a message for, those that are not putting in the work yet. Emmanuel Quickley's all about the work. And he's always living in the gym. Yep. That's the thing, like Queen's Place says, the tremendous improvement. You can improve slightly, you can improve incrementally year after year like some players do, but to have a huge improvement requires you to just be in the gym non-stop, and putting in that work. And so salute to Quick, for that. But yeah, Josh Hart's just added a huge dimension. Now the shot chart from Quentin Grimes tonight. Talk about his development, like Parrish says. He's spraying it all over the place. But, look at those spaced out shots, either right under the cup with his dribble drive penetration, or he's getting the deep ball. This Quentin Grimes was 5 of 10, 100%, 50% from deep, but 8 of 14 in total, right? The rest of them are at the cup. 3 other makes under the bucket, and then the 5 3-point balls. A couple of them were the most key moments, meant to break the hearts of the Miami Heat. Thibs contract extension on the way. Yeah, James Dolan already getting that sorted right now. We got to wait for the playoffs. Let's see. But right now everyone's buzzing, smashing that like button for the New York Knicks Nation. Mike salutes in the house. Obviously, yeah, the unfortunate thing tonight was the Randle injury. We don't have any update yet, other than, I think out of precaution, they didn't want to send him back out there. He's in pain from the ankle roll. I do think it's probably going to be a situation where he rests against the Cavs. And I'll tell you another reason why I think why that he should rest the Cavs game, even if he was able to go. I would have considered resting him anyway. For another reason is you don't want to give the Cleveland Cavaliers another chance, another look at the team heading into that possible matchup, I think. So yeah, you want to give them a different look and just see what it's all about without Randle, and just give him another opportunity to rest. But yeah, he'll be reevaluated tomorrow, like Almighty says. As we head back to the playoffs, also, like you said, 2 out of 3 years as well. So we're finally tasting some kind of consistency since Tom Thibodeau's come in, right? 2 out of the 3 years in the playoffs. Yeah. Hart, amazing once again. David, nothing short of incredible, but nothing's new, honestly, yet. We've been used to that now. Will says, if I had a guess, I'd say Randle plays Friday, just because it seems like playing all 82 is legit important to him. That is another great point. That is an excellent point too you make. And I do really feel like, him playing all 82 is important. There's probably incentives in his contract and all of that. But yeah, the sprained ankle is what it is. It doesn't look, anything out of the normal. He just came down. It wasn't a high ankle sprain. I just think it was a normal ankle sprain. But boy, I tell you, Quentin Grimes starting to hit those deep balls, those shots, heading into the playoffs is going to be nice. He was 5 of 10 from tonight, so that's what we want to continue to see as our starting 2 guard, playing like that Allen Houston 2 guard, channeling that 99 run heading in. Almighty says we're going to the finals. I'm saying we can go to the ECF at least if things break right. But of course we need to play the defense that we played tonight in the second half. And we need to get loose on offense, spraying the ball like Immanuel Quickley was spraying the ball around. The way he was spraying the ball around was just beautiful to see. And yeah, he's that ready-made guy now, ready-made starter. Once a D+ is now an A++ home run for us. And yeah, Immanuel Quickley is finishing. He's doing it all. We don't even need to play Brunson next season, you know, all 82. We can just get, you know, Quickley more looks, you know, sit Brunson on back-to-backs. As I pull up quick shot chart again, I like the fact that he's playing more mid-range attempts and more attempts under the bucket than the three-point ball, which is really big. Parrish says, who is Randle going to guard on that ankle, though? He's got to rest up. Yeah, I think common sense will prevail. If he's not 100% right, I think they will sit him. But I do feel like it is important to him, like Will said. You know, we're playing the Cavs. We're going to probably see them 7 times, you know, pretty soon. And I think tonight's win creates that extra separation where we have that chance. But, you know, like Will was saying also, knowing Thibodeau, I think if there's any chance that they feel like this playoff spot may not be, you know, get locked up, I think they're just going to go hell for leather if they can as well. Sanger's in the house, learnt from Rose and Brunson, yep. For both things, I think we can learn a lot from the injuries, and then also, you know, from playing the point. Immanuel Quickley learnt from Brunson and Rose, and also Johnny Bryant in the house. Yeah, Johnny Bryant's going to be that dude that may, you know, he may be the future coach of this squad. Let's see. But I think Immanuel Quickley's work ethic has been the main reason why he's been able to shoot up so quickly, no pun intended. And I think his attitude is just right. His attitude is right. His work ethic and his skill set now is matching everything from, you know, dribble penetration, his finishing. You know, he's evolved so much. He you know, remember when he used to rely on that floater so much coming in? He used to be just a dude who was, you know, trying to get to the foul line and pull up that floater. That's basically all he used to do. Now he's got opportunities to move around and do all of that. And then yeah, he's going to be a guy that's going to really flourish in this league, you know, for long times to come. Apologies for the background noise as we're on the road here, but nonetheless, you know, tonight's win was huge. I can't wait, you know, to get after it on the weekend. And Friday night when we play the Cleveland Cavaliers, that's going to be a huge matchup for us. Let's hope Julius Randle's going to be right. But regardless, 44 wins now in the season, right? The regular season's been a big success. Immanuel Quickley's got things popping. Jalen Brunson, finally good to have him back. I forgot to say welcome back. Welcome back, JB. And we've got a lot of things we can clean up still as well. That slow start wasn't great. But nonetheless, man, the Knicks streets assemble tonight. Have fun. Salute to everyone out here. But we are going to get better and better in this situation. Let's turn up in the playoffs, because we're playoffs bound. Yep, and we're going to be there. Like Mike says, Pope Toppin, ready to step up if need be. Yep. Obi's got that 3 ball on lock as well. Let's go. Salute to everyone out here. Parrish for the super chat. Appreciate Parrish, your support as well. J Boogie, all eyes on us. Yep. Let me pull that one up again and get that thing popping. for anyone that hasn't seen it yet. And we'll finish the show that way. We'll finish the show with J Boogie's All Eyes on Us. Shout out.
See Willis coming out.
There he comes right now. 6 feet 10 from Grambling. The captain of the next valuable player, the NBA.
Tried and true, we the Knicks. New York, New York. Orange and blue, tried and true, we the Knicks. New York, we still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us. Coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gon' see all eyes on us. New York, New York. New York, New York, New York. New York, New York, New York. All eyes on us, all eyes on us. Coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gon' see all eyes on us. We still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us.
What Leon Rose did, no spite of the future set for the young kids. Let off, this a straight aim. I wish the worst and the best way for Danny Ainge. You wanna rob us for our draft picks? Strip us down, take the logo off New York Knicks. I guess by now you don't feel the shine. Them ain't trades we pulling up, them quitting grind. Let me give you a little history. Us New Yorkers react Immanuel Quickley. Why you think we got the media watching? Fast break through the legs, here come that Obi topping. Straight fashion, we got the best clothes. When you in shape, you take your shirt off like Derrick Rose. All you used to be Knicks fans, go ahead and switch. This that block nest muscle floor, I'm Money Mitch. Like please Tom, no time to play. I walk in the garden with a peak coat like I'm Fournier. A Nick jersey, some Levi's, some butter Timbs. This ain't a loop, this a alley-oop, the Jericho Sims. Keep it real, however, we got a different style. I call Juice for the pressure, he gave me 8 miles. They try to break us at deadline, tear the squad apart. Them 9 games after Cam gave us the Josh Hart. You read the Bible and know the Quran. Just live your dreams every day, make a team like Quan. Catch the youth before they hit their prime. Work hard, get rewarded, come on Hartenstein. I'm talking to all the East guards. I bought Jalen from the West, now he's an East guard. The same number 11, you know the Rod Strick. Now you playing against a squad with a baby pick. Look at Julius right now, he know it's game time. That off-season lose weight pivot baseline. That big bucket being made when it's crunch time. That jab step left hand in your face time. I know Drake represent, you see the 6 hard. But turn it upside right, you see that side guard. This time around for the season, I'm making prop bets. I need 26 mil off that Tyler check. The truth is you gotta be a little tougher. Every time we play Miami, I gotta deal with Jimmy Butler. MIP all-star play, I gotta have it. Pretty boy, young Key Sweat, Broadway Barrett. I know we got a lot of haters. I know we got a lot of doubters. But one thing for sure, us is that orange and blue, we gon' always stick together. It's us against the world.
On us, coming in like Willis Reed. Y'all gon' see all eyes on us. We still some Knickerbockers. Whole world shockers, all eyes on us.